Okay, so this is just going to be a quick video about differences between these two products because I had quite the learning experience. And so we have the Creative Paperclay and the Claycrete Papier mache. Okay, so the first part, or the first difference, the papier mache is a mixture of cotton and plaster. So when it's mixed with water, it actually is more like a pulp. The Creative Paperclay is made from finely shredded paper, and so it looks and acts like a clay. And then the bonus with this clay is that it's not like polymer clay. You don't have to put it in the oven. You actually let it air dry. Okay, so these two products give two different types of textures. The first is the Claycrete Papier mache, and as you can tell, it's definitely rough. And I did try to sand it, and it didn't really want to be sanded. However, this surface is super sturdy. I'm putting a lot of pressure on this right now. It's not budging. I'm trying to, actually here, let's go like this. Yeah, it's not doing anything. So it does have that going for it. So this right here was done with the Paperclay. So Paperclay can be smoothed or given texture or details. However, I did not do that with this project, so I haven't tried it. I don't know how well that works. So it can be used like regular clay with taking some water and wetting your fingertips and then smoothing or shaping it into place. It may shrink a little when drying. As you can see, I have some spots where it cracked. But this is perfectly okay because you can take little pieces of the paperclay and then just fill in those spots, let it dry again, and then you're good to go. And even better is you can actually actually sand the paperclay for a smoother surface. So the durability of the paperclay, it really depends on how thick you make it. If it's thinner, it's going to be more delicate, so you'll want to be more careful with it. If it's thicker, you should be fine. Either way, I would not recommend dropping it down a flight of stairs. So the third difference is price. The papier mache I got at Walmart for roughly $9, and I had it shipped to the store for free. And it was $9 for the 16 ounces. So I personally think it was a decent buy. I used a tiny bit of it. Actually, I used some of this for a different project. So there was even more of this in the bag. So I used maybe 1/8 of the bag on this, or less. So I think this price-wise is really nice. So the Paperclay, this one unfortunately can get a little bit expensive. It is $11 on Prime. I know that doesn't seem too much of an that doesn't seem too expensive. However, one package of this covered all of this, and I didn't even finish. I had to use the Claycrete to finish the ends. So this is my second one, so I've already spent $22 on this piece alone. So unfortunately, this price-wise is more expensive. However, there are other brands. I have not tried them. Part of the reason why I chose this particular brand was because it did have the best reviews that I found. So, so I tried it, I liked it, I will use it again, obviously, because this is my second bag. Okay, so in conclusion, these were the differences between the two products. In my personal opinion, I think the papier mache would be best for a base, and the Paperclay would be best for a finish. Despite that, it really just depends on what you need your prop to look like. So if you are okay with a more rough finish, then you're fine. Or if it's something that does need to be more durable, then I would go with this product. If you need something to look a little more finished and more polished, I would use the Paperclay. In conclusion, I would suggest using oh god, my sock's in it. Oh, hey look, llama sock.